Remember to turn off the AI aircraft, Stuart. So hopefully I'll follow the right group this time.
User disconnected from your
Don't follow
channel.
the AI rubbish.
I'm still seeing some yellow and blue aircraft. I thought I downloaded all the possible ones, but I must be missing some.
Well, if you bring up the pilots list, it'll tell you the name of the ones, and it'll either be blue or green, orange or green on the pilot list. The ones
User
you
joined
don't
your
have.
channel.
Right.
Oswald?
Hello, good evening.
Yeah.
Good evening.
That is not a warbird.
User joined your channel.
787 ECL 747.
They're not with us.
Ah, right.
Yeah, they're not with us. They're just in the area.
Yeah, I wondered about that.
Said Warbirds.
Warbirds.
Yeah.
Did he specify warbirds? I thought it was just anything that could fly the right speed.
Well, I thought it was warbirds, but the man is here, so you can bloody well ask him. Alex.
Dude!
You can bloody well ask me whatever the hell you like.
Can I have $100?
Vuda, if you want $100, you're going to have to do some things for that.
Never mind.
It may rule it out.
You, never mind.
My back needs a scrub.
Oh, God.
Let's not get crazy.
That's just, no.
It's just wrong.
Evening all.
Dude.
In a mate.
Evening.
I'm trying the new standard version and it
Me
keeps
too.
popping up messages saying the aircraft's something wrong with it. Is it a sound file missing?
No, there'll be lots of those. Basically anything that used to get hidden as an error message is now displayed at startup, so we're probably going to have to get used to those.
Yeah, so it took a bit of setting up because it didn't automatically copy all my bloody settings across.
No, it hasn't. I can't move my view with the mouse, which is really great fun.
That's good.
Well, that's useful.
I'm trying to work that out right now.
Have you tried hitting it with a hammer?
Yeah, well, I've
I
just
don't
done it
know
with the mouse and
vegetation.
it's moving the view okay. The clouds won't work in initially.
And the vegetation doesn't work for whatever reason.
God, a quality product, eh?
Ask for his money back.
Just to chip one in. The Halifax doesn't have any sound.
Halifax doesn't have I'm not sure if it's got multiplayer sound at Halifax, to be honest.
Halifax is quite an
No,
old
it was-
one, isn't it?
I was single player, not external, yes, not internal.
I can't
Quiet as the
remember.
grave.
I can't remember how we would say that one. Work in progress, you know.
Yeah.
Right, is it time to start videos?
Thanks, Orby.
I'm going to start my video. Stand by. We're live on Facebook.
Hello, Facebook.
Don't like Facebook.
What runway, Alex?
This one down here, was it 3-2? I think. We should be taking off to the north-west. Towards the sea.
There's an aircraft with a white tent at the top.
A white tent?
Must be a 40 way of light, landing light.
He said tent, Stuart, not tent. You don't have to charge them.
Ah, right, okay.
I think it's the landing lights of the tipi.
It shouldn't be because these were updated a long time ago.
Man, that Tippy's got a broad wingspan.
Okay, so I have an old version of the tipi.
Yes, you do.
I can turn my lights off. I think I'm the only one with them on, aren't I? I say I can turn them off, it's not letting me.
No, they're tied to the gear.
Ah, fair enough.
I'll stay in the back
That's
until the gear is up.
That's a convenient place to put the windsock.
Yeah, that's why I've gone to the right.
Whoever's in the Courseulles got a problem, he's going to straight into that.
Oops.
Oops.
Me too.
Who are we missing? We've got 8 online, there's only 7.
Yeah, I've disconnected to reconnect and I can't bloody find a server now.
Oh yeah, mine does that sometimes.
And it doesn't allow you to paste in a bloody name.
You can type it in. I think if I type in one that's roughly right, it normally gets annoyed enough that it'll give me a... I think if you type in like mp server02.flightgear.org, it normally gives you something. Right, well, while we're here, the brief won't be too exciting. We're just going to be flying around some beautiful French countryside, and as far as flight gear will let us, spotting some old airfields. That's the plan. We're going to be making use of the light, so I've got it set time to noon. Weather is at the moment actually live weather. I've got it, but you don't fancy that, you can always set it to ISO, but right now I haven't got any clouds or anything visible, so it doesn't look too bad. Going to be flying about 180 knots for the first section and about 1500 feet because it looks pretty. Hopefully it'll work well. I think there's probably some areas where we're going to lose orthos. I know Ollie did some orthos for us. I tried dragging a load all week and I couldn't get a full section, so I don't know what's going on, but for the most of it, it should look pretty. We should have lots of fun. I am in the Typhoon with the desert scheme, and everyone can just sort of generally follow on. And it's all nicely organised. Do people see the 2 colour of Typhoon available?
Yes.
There we go.
Hey. Good. Success.
We got 3, 6, 7 here. Who have we got? There's a 777 only 4 miles away. Is it coming to see us? I think it is, isn't it?
No, it's probably going to land on this runway, to be honest.
I'm not sure you can get a 777 into the Touquet, but it might be fun if we get to watch. Oh, I see it. It's coming in from behind.
Oh.
Yeah, here it comes.
Oh.
I don't see it because I've got it ignored.
No, it's not going to land. It's going to do a flyby. There we go. Right. Okay. Does anyone need us to wait for them?
No, I'm here now.
Fair enough. Okay. As I said, 1500 feet, 180 knots. Follow me, and we're going to go and enjoy some French countryside. Our first section, we're going to be going. Where are we going? Off. Let me have a look at the. We're going to be heading about 194 degrees. By the time we formed off, it'll probably be a little bit different. But let's see where the world takes us, shall we?
Roger that.
Yay!
Yay! Hip hip hooray!
Come on, roll your big fat.
Oh, there's flash down there.
Flash!
Ah!
This thing flies nice.
Put the windsock in the middle of the runway.
Well, if you listen to what I was saying earlier, I did mention the fact that windsock was in the middle of the runway.
The French for you.
Yeah, French.
To stop the Russians landing and Americans.
I did hear something about a windsock, but I was filling up my vape at the...
Well, you can't vape the cockpit, you won't see where you're going.
Oh, it's not one of these crazy ones.
The jet's making a nice shadow. It looks like a shark on the sea. I think it's Revenex following us instead of his being in his F-15.
Yeah, it might be.
This is
That's
good
the
gun,
dude
by the
I'm
way.
knocking up.
Oh, we're making a slow left turn.
Right behind you. 180 knots. Tell me when you're leveled out.
Yeah, I'm level out. About 1,500 feet, 180 knots.
Well, the camouflage works. You're really hard to see against the terrain.
It's desert camouflage. It's not really supposed to work in northern France, but we'll take it.
Yeah, but there's brown fields about. Yeah.
You have to remember the French did invent camouflage, so it should work here.
Fire your guns, Alex. It looks pretty cool.
What's the key?
I don't know. I've got it set to my trigger. So, G? No, it won't be E.
E ain't it?
Yeah, try E.
You and the Typhoon will drop the bombs.
That was release stores.
Ah, right, okay.
Did that in the runway once. It was a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah, you get buried in all the smoke and the flames for about ages.
Yeah. And when you land as bad as I do, you get used to smoking flames.
Just coming overhead to our first waypoint, we're going to make quite a severe turn here to about 101 degrees. As you're with me, we're just passing over Berck Sur Mer. I apologise for my butchering of all the place names this evening. Not used during World War I, but in World War II. It was used by the RAF early in the war with Hurricanes. Germans occupied it in 1940, where they used it for Bf-109s and Ju-88s. And once it was liberated again, it was mainly used for transport operations. I shall be offering you small nuggets of interesting information as we pass overhead all the airfields this evening, so if you don't
Nugget.
like it, it's going to get quite boring.
Nuggets. So Alex, did you actually specify warbirds in this? I didn't think so. I thought it was just anything that could make the speed.
No, just anything that can make the speed.
All the pictures were warbirds.
Well,
I think the longer than call
It doesn't matter.
first time.
It's Saturday, it's flight night, everyone's just there to enjoy themselves.
all the one pictures. Stuff it, Orby.
Yeah, that wasn't necessary, was it, Orby?
Yeah.
Actually, there were two pictures, weren't there?
No, I think I just did one.
The first one was a Spitfire,
There was a Spitfire and then there was a
B-47.
Thunderbird.
Oh,
was
yeah,
just
that was
tell-
Voodoo.
I was just telling you, there's an update. You wanted it.
We always wanted Voodoo.
Voodoo, I was just telling the N66, I'm enjoying the mixture and prop setting controls. It's a big difference.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm amazed how many people don't use that stuff. Hey, I'm running out of gas. Where's your mixture? Full, rich? Bang it off.
Also tried the 47, but it tended to be a bit of a lawn dart at low speeds.
That'll happen.
Getting turbulence.
I love that stuff.
A little bit bouncy.
So when you're following another couple of aircraft and you can see them reacting to it, it's just cool.
Is that why I'm bouncing up and down? I thought it was just me.
No,
Well, might not. Never mind.
it could be you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I bounce.
Well, like Tigger.
Not unlike Tigger.
I can see you as being quite a Tigger-like figure, Voodoo.
Oh my. Much more than that.
We
Much more
did
like
not
that
mean
than
that. We were talking about a children's cartoon, and you're the one who had to take it there.
Yeah, perv. It's my job. Stop.
Has there been any sort of rumours why that squadron leader crashed in a Spitfire? Because he was on the TV programme about the RAF.
Yeah,
They
so that.
posted some.
You're breaking up.
I don't think it was a fuel issue.
I think
Oh,
you just
sorry,
dive
mate.
behind them,
It was a few. Just an initial AIIB report on it. I think it was fuel, according to my screen.
Yeah, well, that current documentary about the RAF in one of last week's programme, it was featured because he was the senior training person for conversion of people onto Typhoons.
Yeah, I read that there was another civil aircraft had problems. Bird strike, starboard engine, come down flaming. Nobody hurt though, thankfully.
Bloody birds. Hazard. Should be banned.
Alright, Orby, you take care, mate.
See you, RB.
Good,
Aye,
be
aye.
good to your head.
If you jump on your toe, you won't notice your headache.
Could be all them crashes he does. Flying upside. Well, one thing is with this new version, it doesn't display the aircraft on the moving map anymore. It says AI failed to load.
Yeah, no, it's that.
It's a quality product, stop complaining.
No
Do
one's
you have
complaining. We're
the
just-
trees in the newer version?
Um,
Vegetation?
Actually, I don't seem to have any, no.
I'm flying the old
No.
version because there are no trees around in the new version.
I've seen somebody else reporting that in the main forum.
It doesn't load the data anymore, and it said in the forum that you have to download the FG data from a different source.
User left your channel.
I think I've lost all of my OSM data all of a sudden actually. Thankfully I've still got the orthos.
Well, I was having problems with the old version that in certain countries there was no OSM buildings at all.
France should be quite good. France has got full OSM coverage. It's one of the highest done. I think the chap who did it was one of the first that had OSM.
Yeah, when we did the Paris flight, I was missing quite a few buildings what everybody else were getting.
Well, I thought the scenery for the Scottish borders was good. Took off at Edinburgh, flew down, spotted the landmarks right away. Excuse me.
I've got the orthos from Scotland somewhere.
Yeah, they're on our site, aren't they? The orthos Scotland.
No, they were in the previous page. They're not back up. I know I've been back up, but I will have to do it at some point. We have the distinction of releasing the first orthos package for flying gear.
We have the distinction of being many of the first things to flight gear, not that we ever get credit for it.
No.
Nobody likes this.
But we don't mind, we're just here for the fun.
Dang straight. You're not having fun, you're not doing it right.
I say, you fucking have fun!
Yeah, quit messing around. Send Stuart around to visit you.
You will clap and you will laugh, or else.
Are you not entertaining?
Always send you to the Ukraine.
User joined your channel.
Oh no, not that.
Oh, there you are.
So what's it like, Voodoo, being in a totalitarian state?
19 minutes.
It's a little scary. But I'm sure it'll all right itself shortly.
Yeah, somebody's gonna do away with them, aren't they?
No,
Yeah.
no, I didn't say that.
Well, I'm surprised the defence contractors who make billions don't see why if he starts cutting off selling stuff to the Europe, they're going to lose all its customers.
Who knows what the plan is?
Look, Putin pays a good wage, that's all I'll say.
Whether there is a plan at all.
Well, I don't know what we're going to do because nothing of ours will work, will it? The Chinooks won't fly, the F-35s, Trident won't work, and God knows what else.
Just throw rocks at them.
Our lasers work.
Laser pointers.
No, laser cannons.
Oh no, they're too dangerous.
Put somebody's eye out with one of those lasers.
Ghost gun.
The problem is, the way I see it, as it stands, this is my observation. Trump is bounding about this, we're really close to World War III, we're really close to World War III. I have my doubts if World War III started against Russia. I have my doubts you'd side with Europe.
Yeah, agreed. I think we'd be on our own there.
I think it'd be Europe against Russia.
Nothing would surprise me anymore.
I think if it started, it'd be Europe against Putin and America. And like Putin, I don't think he'll have any hesitation of pushing the button.
God knows, man.
Well, we can't push the button, can we? Well, America's saying yes.
just an educated observation myself.
I think we should try though. I think we should send one, is it Pennsylvania Avenue, and one in Florida somewhere. See if they do work.
I think there's a lot of US voters that are just this weekend went, wait a minute.
I doubt it.
No, I've already seen the videos. One of them's titled, "Are We the Enemy?"
I think it's all a little bit more political than people are perhaps giving it credit for. I think both men got exactly what they wanted.
A shouting match on telly.
No, I think it was more position than that. I think it was now Trump has managed to get, you know, the money that he was going to promise. Some of that is going to be withdrawn now, and Zelensky has now got Europe to double down on the backing. Well, a lot of Europe were planning on the USA picking up a lot of that. Now Europe are going to have to do that. Zelensky's now got more backing within Europe than he had because there's no choice, and Trump has been able to withdraw slightly, keep a little bit more face at home, put a little bit more money back into the USA side pot, and not send as much of it to Ukraine. I think both men have got probably what they wanted, and they can spend 6 to 8 months repairing the relationship a little bit, and America will come back not having to be the main man writing the checkbooks. I think it's probably a clever play by both of them, and I think they're both playing the world and the world stage a bit better than people give them credit for.
I think you might possibly be right.
Trump's Putin's employee of the month.
Well, you say that, but I genuinely think that people are probably thinking this is a far more emotive and reactionary thing. I think both men knew where they needed to be, and they couldn't get to it without probably just finding a way to create a bit of space between each other, because otherwise the world would have expected America to write all the checks, Zelensky to give the USA a load of stuff he didn't actually want them to give anyway, and Europe would have been able to take a little bit of a step back when actually it's Europe's it's in Europe's best interest to be a little bit more supportive of Ukraine. I think it's more politics than people are willing to look at, because people don't want to look at the politics, they want to look at personalities.
They're oversimplifying it into a bunch of children having.
Well, that's a really boring look at it, I know.
Yeah, but the guy who used to work for Trump in the first session, he says all he does is he records all these meetings, and afterwards he sits in his office playing these videos, just laughing at himself, seeing if it makes him look big. So I think you're overthinking it a little bit.
I don't know what I believe anymore. We're being informed and disinformed so much, you don't really know what's going on, which I think is by design.
Well, he's kicked all the legitimate news agencies out of the press conferences. So you only have whack jobs actually allowed to attend now.
Yeah, because the legitimate news agencies are all liars and false news from Trump.
And they even invited TASS to be on the rota of being a legitimate news agency.
I think we all need to leave a little bit more space for the fact that we're being played more than we think we are.
Well, as another tactical analysis, Russia's stockpiles of weapons, tanks and armor vehicles, have all vanished from the storage facilities. Personally, we have not seen that number of vehicles destroyed in Ukraine, so where the fuck are they?
Yeah, probably somewhere near Finland.
Yeah. I've always said that he'd be angling for the spoil for a fight, a bigger fight, use Ukraine if the Labour should do it. I said that 3 years ago, and I still stick by that. But he can't start the bigger fight, because then he goes down in history as the bad guy, and he wants to be seen as the liberator.
We got about 3 minutes to our next turn. It's going to be quite a severe angle.
Can you just say what speed you're all
170
doing
degrees.
again?
I got 180, mate. 180 knots dead on.
Yeah, well, I've got that, and it's flying in front of everybody.
Well, it depends on what your weather settings is.
Live. Oh, I'm up there. Yeah, field.
You can load at Abbeville, which is Lima Foxtrot Oscar India. Or if you're going to
Lima
need a little
Foxtrot
bit more
what?
time. Lima Foxtrot Oscar India.
I can tell what's going to happen tonight.
You should be okay. This is the busiest point. This is the point I was having issues with gathering orthos this week, but it seems that Ollie's ones have come out nice. I couldn't get it to do anything in this area during the week. Got about a minute and a half to our turn. We're going to be coming up to Abbeville, which is quite a famous airfield. This whole area where it was very busy during World War I. This is where the first major dogfights occurred. If anyone's familiar with the Biggles books, this is where most of the fighting in France took place.
Is that the one where there's a Bell jet ranger in it?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, Biggles had a helicopter.
It was the home of JG-26, wasn't it? The Abbeville boys. Gallen's crew.
Yep, yeah, indeed it was.
I've been watching a couple of videos what come up on my Facebook, and it's the guy who set the private bank up in Burnley. And I think he's got a jet ranger.
Ah, the Bank of Dave.
Yeah, he keeps putting these little videos up on him flying his helicopter up to the lakes and to Wales and stuff. And there's one or two little tips in it, was quite useful.
He's not bad, he's a good bloke, is Dave. We're about to make a left turn. It's going to be about 187 degrees, so watch me for a severe left turn.
Following you.
Banking left.
It showed his garage full of all his sports cars, so he must have been doing alright.
Yeah, he does. He's one of the few people who probably deserves it. Sure.
According to Dave, if you want, if you want to live without the worry of money ever again, you need a minimum of £10 million in the bank.
Is that all?
Yep.
We'll have to break the piggy bank, I think.
Roll out on a heading of about 286 degrees.
Right behind you.
That's if he's autopilot doesn't work very well, does it?
Is it not?
I'm trying to do a head bug to head towards you and it's just wanting to roll itself on its back.
Oh. I haven't tried heading bug, it's using GPS FMS quite alright.
It's on the head bug's not working.
We're almost back in England.
I'd hope not.
It says I'm 45 miles away.
Oh, what? Where did you load up?
Well, you told me.
He's on his way.
We've just
From
we've just flown over there.
Again.
Not gone mine.
Wonder what the English translation of Arras is.
Well, it's almost certainly as you'd expect.
Anyway, were you missing me last week? Because I only missed 1 week.
There was nobody there last week at all, hardly. There's only 4 of us.
We were missing a lot of people.
Yeah, well, I had
Nice
to give it a
anyway.
miss. I had a bad back last week, and flying the Puma controls really makes it even worse. So I decided to give it a miss for a week. Don't know why, because I'm using the same chair. I have the chair in the same position. But there's just something about it.
Something about it. When you're doing the helicopters, you can overpinch yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get the same when I got all the heli sticks and the rudder pedals. If I sit there for 2 hours tensing against it, I know it the next day. That's the way the sticks work.
Yeah, it's why you need to relax when you're in the helisticks. You just light grip and don't over grip.
Do you
That's
use
like
heli control?
one of my flying instructors. He was an old DHL MD-11
Whoops.
pilot. His instructions for flying were hold the stick like you would a cock, but it's not your own cock. You don't want to squeeze it too hard.
Oh my.
Circle teacup chase, lads.
To the ladies' court.
Well, I suppose if you go into the woke culture and all that nonsense and shit, you can't find a ladies' court.
Oh, there's loads of them around this area.
Yeah, it's a silly south though.
Got a right turn in about 30 seconds over here to Roclincourt.
Right, found you.
Well done. A little airfield down here. In fact, I think it even says, yeah, it says Arras up in big letters there.
Arras.
Arras. Right turn in about 5 seconds.
Wonder what the Tommies called it in the First World War.
Hell.
It was a joint French and British in World War One. They used it for the Bristol F2 and the Spads. During World War Two, it was mainly used by the Germans, where it was Focke-Wulf 190 base, and then Spitfires after it was liberated.
Why is there a huge white octagon ball? Or an octagon?
Huh?
Whereabouts you seeing that?
Right ahead of me.
I don't
Bit
see
like
that.
this light stuff.
Yeah, that version of Light Game must have rendering issues with lights.
I think I'll stay with the one I have.
Yeah, I am.
So am I.
I can use HDR on mine, I like that better.
There does look to be a lot of lights twinkling. It's only noon. The sunshine
Well-
reflecting off the roof.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good. Do you know what? I think it's for a lot of people who use flight gear without worrying too much, and not that we worry about it. I think it's probably a big step forward. It looks quite good. You can use the orthos on it. It looks all right.
But they've removed the HDR.
But yes, with no HDR and it's on the FG 1000, obviously.
Yeah. No maps with this, yeah. I've got a twitchy tail.
Got about 30 seconds before we get to Benfontaine. Again, another British and French force in World War One, used for the de Havilland 9 and Newport 17 aircraft. Messerschmitt and then Americans took it over with P-47 Thunderbolts once it was liberated.
That was nice.
Wasn't it just? Yeah, left turn coming up now. In fact, I can't even see it. Do you see the airfield on the ground? I can't see it.
Behind us.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yep. Yeah, got dirt runway.
Dirty boy.
User disconnected from your channel.
Oh, lost somebody.
Porky.
Oh.
You okay, Verde?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
You missed the last words there.
Is Margaret watching the Brits?
No, she's out at the minute in the car with Gemma doing something. I don't know what. Missed out my award again this year, you know.
Well, as always next year.
It's Stuart. If I ignore you, the white ball is away. If I don't ignore you, you see the white ball.
Yeah, you've got something wrong with your typhoon.
I'll change it in the midpoint.
How about
Is
Alex?
it the same with mine?
Your Typhoon only has the lights on, landing lights, but without the tent or ball or anything else.
Ah.
Well, that's interesting. Just checking other people's viewpoints, and the two Tiffys do have different liveries.
Yay!
What do you have,
Progress.
Voodoo? Do you have November Mike X-ray?
For what?
For your Thunderbolt? Livery on your Thunderbolt?
On mine?
Yeah, what's your livery of your aircraft?
What's the registration on it, buddy?
NMX.
Yeah, well, I'm seeing it.
Cool.
Because, you know, I said I never, when we have,
Left turning 5.
when we all have the same aircraft, I don't see, I only see the default liveries before on the other software.
That's not fair.
Yeah, well, now I am seeing what people are actually using.
Yeah. It's only taken 2 years.
So that's good. We'll take that.
Well, it
We've just
used to
gone
work
over.
before, I don't know what.
After all my wood cutting yesterday to the ice and all, I'm burning all the rubbish yesterday, all the cuttings. It's still burning.
Still burning.
Yep.
That's some quality wood.
I'm hoping it's still burning tomorrow when I cut the rest of
It's the
the...
kind of stuff you want for your burner, isn't it?
That's all wee shite though, it's all like twigs and shit. But I'm hoping it's still burning tomorrow because it says we have to relight it most of the fun.
Are you chainsawing tomorrow?
Yes.
And how's the tractor? It started okay?
It did. That was once. We don't know if it's going to do it again. We'll find it tomorrow.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, well, it looks like it may be right with the sticky throttle ball. It's supposed to go 40 inside the fuel pump.
Had a bit of a sad moment earlier. The down Cayley's Road that owns the neglected Oxter, which I've wanted to buy for about a year now, and bring it back to life. They've had a big smash in it. The front's all smashed.
Oh, it's a write-off.
It's not a write-off. They're still driving around in it, but the front passenger, it's taken a smash right on the headlight, right on the front quarter. The bumper's gone, the wing's gone. It's going to take quite a lot to. I suspect it's near scrap at this point.
Yeah, any kind of structural damage in them on that age. It's,
What car was that you broke up earlier?
Boxster.
Yeah, a little Boxster down the road where my girlfriend lives. I've been hoping to buy it for about a year, maybe longer, but it's got flaking paint all over it. It's not very well loved, but it just kind of needs some love. It's obviously reliable. It's in daily use and has been for at least 4 years.
Well, in reality, the most expensive part fix is the engine. So as long as that's good.
Engines sound good. It starts on the button every time, but cosmetically it's absolute trash.
What state's the hood in?
The hood itself is fine. I can't see any issues with the hood. I have had a good look round, and it obviously doesn't leak.
To replace the hood's £2.5 grand.
A minute and a half to our next turn point.
Roger on. I should have a gid here either Tuesday or Thursday.
What was that, sorry?
I shall have gid here either Tuesday or Thursday.
He's coming to visit you.
Yes.
Oh wow, what's he doing in the area?
He's not, he's in Edinburgh.
That's not in the area.
No, he's flying out, he's flying to Edinburgh tomorrow, and that's going to be his base of operations, and he's rented a car, and he's planned this journey to all the glens up the north and down to me in the south, and I think it's all autobahn.
Sounds like fun.
Right.
It's a 3-year trip from Edinburgh to me.
Yeah, as long as everything's fine. We've got a right turn in 10 seconds. Turn to about 323 degrees. Heading direct to Calais at this point.
Everything is never fine on those roads.
Oh no, no, it definitely is not. Is he staying with you?
No, he's visiting for the, during the day and then going back to Edinburgh.
He's visiting during the day, then going back to Edinburgh.
Yeah.
He likes driving.
Yeah, you can like driving in that area. It's everyone else that's the problem.
Pretty much.
Must be fun to drive to the left-hand side of the road for Geet and me
The
and
sensible
other
side.
continental Europeans.
Stutter that.
Yeah, you
On
start.
a bad day, it might take him 3 hours to get to. Yeah.
Yeah, well.
To your
see.
place.
3 hours to get out to Edinburgh.
Margaret's not going to be here. She's here on Tuesday because she's got a couple of appointments for different things on Tuesday. And if he arrives on the Thursday, I've got an appointment for the opticians, and then Margaret's away for the afternoon. She's got appointments as well. So it's going to be a bit odd.
Well, regardless, make sure you take him to get a pie.
Is that a euphemism?
What?
For once, no. I'm sure he'll have a lovely time.
Apparently, is it his girlfriend or his wife? I don't know.
I don't know.
She doesn't speak English.
Well, neither do you.
Well, that's true.
Geek can try and translate between.
There was a Scottish detective programme on which was finished last week, which is on the island of Arras, and it's half of it's in Gallic. Gallic.
Gallic. Oh, are you going to take Geek to do some of the local World War II sightseeing?
I don't know if we'll have time. I don't know.
You might
If Margaret's
not.
away, I can't. I can't go anywhere.
Oh well, get him chopping wood, it'll be an experience.
He offered to bring a chainsaw over. I said, no, don't try that. No.
Get the Richard Hillary's memorial quite close to me. One of these things you keep meaning to visit them. Never seem to get around to it.
Horrible stutters this evening. Yes.
Yeah.
Is there any good TV series to watch? Now I've finished all my box sets of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Have you watched Black Sails?
No.
Yes, I watched them.
Bloody love Black Sails.
Can you find
You want
Ozark?
to buy it?
I watched a film somebody was on about at shooting club called The Beekeepers. I thought
Beekeeper's good.
that's what we need, a real one. There's a certain person who could come and sort out.
There's Beekeeper 2 being made.
Yeah, they were saying.
Can you watch Ozark? It's like 8 seasons or whatever.
As I say, I just rewatched Breaking Bad, which I watched originally years ago.
Got 44 seconds till we make a left turn.
I watched the
I'm
first
watching
one as
season-
Severance, and I don't know what that's really about yet.
I just started watching season 3 of Reacher.
Well, they keep plugging them in Radio Times, and I keep meaning to make a list of all of them. And
Left turn. I think at the next spot, 9 miles away, we might as well land and have our half time.
Okay. There's the beaches.
Beaches.
There is indeed the beaches. You can see the Calais docks down there.
I think somebody's crashed one of the boats.
Yeah.
they actually have some, like twin otters or something similar, flying up and down the channel, spotting the rubber dinghies and stuff.
Yeah, they got them based. They're quite local to me. They actually have they got a Canadian de Havilland Dash 8 flying up, little passenger turboprop, well not little, a passenger turboprop flying up and down most of the time. There's about 3 drones that fly up and down. There's a lot of traffic flying up and down, just supporting, trying to spot the rubber dinghy enthusiast.
Alex, where the hell are you?
He's way over to your left, mate.
I've made a left turn. I'm currently on 231 is my heading. I'm just about to fly over the Eurotunnel terminal.
Oh, I don't know where that is.
Some
If you have a look
French,
for all the big train lines.
I know, it's France, yeah.
Is in Courseulles, which actually used to be an old airbase. It was built on top of one of the old air bases.
Yeah, they're saying on our local TV news that the Scampton are going to buy it and develop it not as a immigrant centre anymore. They're going to try and develop it as a business and a museum. After the government sort of wrecked it.
Right, well, we are 3.6 miles out, so start looking for the airfield if you can't see it.
Is that Lima Foxtrot India Sierra?
That's the one, Saint-Inglevert, which actually, I think it was called Wissant during World War II.
I've just been informed there's naked ladies on the Brit towards.
On the Brits?
Yeah, apparently.
We landing straight in, sir. What are we doing?
Yeah, go in, Voodoo.
Oh, mummy.
I've just had a message from Kate. I asked her how the Brits was going. She said there's lots of ads and I don't know who anyone is.
Yeah, well, they've got it on record, so they're just starting to watch it, so they don't know. Oh, fuck. Is that short runway where we're going? Is that?
Yeah, loads of room.
Going around or actually flipping over and coming back.
I landed in the grass, but.
Oh, bugger, I'm lost again.
I've got you. You're only half a mile away, Actor.
I'm not embarrassed.
Oh, tits on a fish.
Hey! Get it off.
Oh, no.
Where was the airfield again?
It is Lima Foxtrot India Sierra, if you're looking for it.
I restart anyway to get the new typhoons. See you around.
On the website.
I know.
Oh, I'm back at Lima Foxtrot Alpha Tango.
Yeah, that's about 20 miles away.
Oh. I don't know how to manage it.
It's practicing.
Right, back to the coast.
Missed me bloody toe brakes.
Lima and
Yeah, we have to shut down. Parked up. Right, I'll be right back.
I'll be
Yeah,
right
run
back.
for a break.
Me too.
User in your channel timed out.
Okay, I'll just jump to your location, lads. What was it again? Lima, India.
Lima Foxtrot India Sierra, if I recall rightly.
Roger. Lima, India, Foxtrot, Sierra. Saint-Inglevert.
No, it must be forewarned. The closest airport appears to be Lima Foxtrot Alpha Charlie.
Can you not load where we are?
No.
Lima,
What's the
Foxtrot,
airfield?
Alpha, Charlie.
I've just loaded.
Calais, Dunkirk.
Which airport ICAO did you load?
Try Lima Foxtrot India Sierra, Saint-Inglevert.
Lima, Foxtrot, Alpha, Charlie's coming up as Calais, Dunkirk.
No, Lima Foxtrot India Sierra does work. Sorry.
Well, you got to admit, when I get lost really well.
Yeah, so Lima Foxtrot India Sierra, Saint-Inglevert. The one we're heading to after that is... how far do we get down?
I've got it. Hang fire. Right. I'm here, I think. Yep, there you are. Oh, mother. Well, up's the end of the runway. This is going to be fun and tough.
Oh, what's the worst that can happen?
Get lost again?
You're right, Stuart. Did you manage to make it to the toilet without making eye contact with Charlie XX's nipples?
What? She's just winning the award according to what Jim was watching.
How's she? Good for her. Right, everyone line up.
Make sure you check your fuel. Running out would be embarrassing.
Yet amusing.
It's all funny.
I'm going in a huff.
Sorry, well, you two holding it up.
Get everyone lining up nicely. You're all doing very well.
I'm going to head off first and get out your road, lads.
If anyone tunes in when we're doing this sort of thing, it all looks very professional. It's when we get in the air.
We'll ease up.
Okay, the only thing we're going to change for the second half, we're going to go a little bit quicker. So, what's everyone comfortable with?
Anything up to about 270 knots.
Yeah, we'll go for about 230, I think.
Can a tiffy do that?
We're going to find out. I would imagine so.
Altitude still 1,500 feet, sir?
It will be, Voodoo.
Thank you.
The tiffy wasn't run down for its size. Ran for many things, but not me.
Yeah, I'll do 230. Right, let's take off and we're gonna, head out towards the sea. Generally, no, it's about 191. We're heading back to the Touquet and then we're gonna follow along Normandy coast. Follow me.
Right.
It's a short runway.
Use of takeoff flaps is recommended.
Just
Somebody
got
stalled us a bit there. Oh, yep, that's a tip stall. I've seen one. We have a Spitfire down. We have a Spitfire down. Where'd you go?
Got you going low and left.
I've made a little bit of a left turn, about 190.
Roger that.
190.
Yeah.
So it's right round back with opposite direction.
Well, we're going south.
South?
190 is generally south.
South-ish. South-esque.
That is correct, Voodoo. Yes, thank you.
See you next week,
Thanks, Flash.
Your Flash.
Flash!
And you want
Right.
no wonder he doesn't stop.
Yeah, I'm maxing out at 240 knots, but
It's alright, we only need 230. Keep up with that for the moment.
you're
User
still at
disconnected from your
1,500
channel.
feet.
I am dead on 1500, yeah. Hang on, just off to your right, Stuart.
Are you on the coast?
Yeah, just in from it.
Oh, just turning.
That's alright, if you keep where you are, we should probably meet.
What was target speed again, sir?
230 knots.
Oh, that is new. That's a P38. Oh, shit. What the hell are you?
Huh?
I've just found the P38. I thought it was you, and it's not
I
you.
don't know where you are.
Sector.
Hang on.
What we need, Stuart, is a little radar that can show us where the flight leader is.
You're ahead of him. You're ahead of him and to his right. Stuart flying it like he stole it.
Stuart, I'm getting messages from Kaylee that there's far too many nipples on the Brits. Please make sure you're protecting the lady's eyes.
We haven't seen that yet. They've got it recorded. I won't in a minute. But I'll study carefully and I'll alert them when the nipple arrive. Okay.
That's very responsible of you.
We were explaining about the history of the rockets on what ended up on the Typhoon and stuff. Originally it was called Churchill's Mattress. Because they made hundreds and thousands of them.
Indeed, yeah.
But there was meant to be for shooting planes down coming into England in the 1940s.
I'm behind you.
Excellent.
And I'm behind you.
Oh, we've lost a fair few, haven't we?
They're not lost. They're just
I'm coming
kind
closer.
Just below all of you.
I've seen you around November 66. I've been doing my scenery gathering all week, and you've been in the area in various aircraft.
Yeah, I kind of saw you. I figured you was working on something.
Always working on something.
Oh, it's fair. We've got a new radar. It works. We're amazed.
cool.
So that'll be coming in soon in things. It's finally got one that actually shows things up, and I put a thing in it so you can enter the flight leader's call sign and it'll show them up in a different colour, so you can find flight leader a bit easier.
Oh, cool.
It's, you know, not a realistic feature, but hopefully it's useful.
I just use the map.
Sounds like it will be useful.
Yeah, I'll see.
We used to have stuff like that years ago, and then they went fucked it all up.
We'll get it back.
And we used to have radar tracking for the flight leader, and you could lock them on with your gun sight, and then the aircraft would follow.
We did, didn't we? That was a while ago.
Yeah. If you were on a fighter jet, it would display the flight leader's details on your HUD. Those were the days.
Ah, but look now, we've got these beautiful orthos, we've got OSM scenery.
Yeah, I'm saying I wouldn't trade what I got right now for anything pretty much else.
Exactly, Bruno. Slight right turn.
Flight yours crashed.
Ow! Poop.
Not good.
You can probably pick it up, or let me find some.
Just past LFAT.
Yeah, you can pick it up. Depends how quick it's gonna be. Omer-Wizerness, Lima Foxtrot Alpha Echo. Yeah, we're just going over next one. That's a bit. We're just going over Berck. It's probably a bit quick.
November 66. Have you ever been interviewed on the news channels?
Do you know what? I swear that is the most random fucking question we've ever had on FlightNight, but I'm here for it. Go on, come on. I want to hear this one.
No, there was, they show clips from on the news from, I think, before the American election, and the guy that they're talking to just sounded like November 66.
All right, you should have opened with that. It sounded a bit more random, but yeah.
No, I was not on the news lately.
Come on,
No, it
fess
wasn't,
up.
it wasn't the news. You know where they come round and interview people in, I think it was a cafe or a diner or something, and they were asking people what they thought of different people. The person's
only
accent
time I ever got
was this,
interviewed was back in 2000 and the end of 2002, part of 2003, right before I deployed.
I think this is probably from last year.
I don't, no. The news people don't even know where I live.
Good thing.
Yeah, most people have forgotten where I live.
Oh, that sounds like heaven.
It has been for the last 7 years.
You certainly have a bit more space than we do.
The only one, well, I got two people that come and visit me every once in a while. One's across the road from me, and the other one's a friend that I grew up with.
And otherwise, they all leave you alone.
Yes.
I'll be right over.
Yeah, wonder what's been going on with Gene Hackman.
That was a damn shame, that.
Gotta wonder
It's
what the
just
hell
like-
happened.
Well, they must have been. They said they were probably been dead 10 days before anybody noticed they'd been missing.
Thing I don't get is if it was gas, yet the front door was open.
Well, I think they
Well,
ruled out carbon monoxide
Yeah,
poison.
Yeah.
they've said that they've had the people in there and they've done tests and it wasn't gas, it wasn't carbon monoxide, it wasn't any sort of other thing like that, but they don't reckon. I don't know. I guess we should. They've said that we should expect it's at least 2 to 3 months before we find out the cause of death.
What?
I mean,
I don't know.
to reach 95 years of age and die like that, it's just...
Yeah, but for the wife and the doctor going off, If the people that died in the dog was left alive, it would have ate the bodies to survive.
There were 3 dogs and 2 survived.
They survived.
Oh yeah, that's what I found really strange. So the one dog was dead, and they said that it was probably the same cause of death. But there were 2 other dogs that were absolutely fine roaming the property. So that's the bit that didn't make sense to me, because if they'd have been dead, I mean, I know full well if I die here, my dogs are going to eat me before anyone finds me.
The dogs
Yeah, your
won't-
dogs are little. It'll take a while to eat you.
You haven't seen them going through it.
You say dogs don't generally eat you, it's the cats.
Oh no, I thought dogs went for you. No, apparently they normally bollocks first, kicking forward. So we got 1 minute
Well,
to turn.
That's me off my cheese and toast, lads.
The more you fly with us, the more you realise that the conversations are entirely random. And usually
Interesting, but random.
And usually swing from one extreme to the other randomly and violently.
Randomly violent and with absolutely no cohesion.
Oh, look, a chicken.
Bark, bark.
And it's rarely ever political.
Yeah.
We don't talk
We
about
avoid
politics.
politics. It's not allowed.
It's not allowed, it's like muttered.
And yet Ollie will get it there within 15-20 minutes of any flight.
I was 19 today, wasn't it?
It was 9. Yes, indeed it was. We're just coming up to Omer-Wizerness.
Well said.
I try my best. Apparently used by Sopwith camels and spats in World War One. World War Two it was used by the French initially, and the Germans with Bf-109s, taken over by the British with Hurricanes and Spitfires after its liberation.
They say they were hell.
Our next point is going to be Dieppe, about 3 minutes.
Famous Dieppe raid.
Indeed, although I tell you it absolutely pales in significance to the Dieppe raid that was conducted in the summer of in the year 2000, in fact, when me and my friends went on a school trip to Dieppe, where we entirely emptied the town's shops of fireworks and BB guns, and thought it'd be a good idea to try and bring them back on the school bus through customs, which led to some rather interesting conversations.
Oh my.
Did you get rubber gloved?
No. So the teachers were quite clever, and they realised what we bought, and they managed to steal all the interesting items off us, and it got to the point where we were throwing BB guns and fireworks off the back of the superfast Stena ferry as it was coming into New Haven port. The girls were stuffing fireworks and BB guns down their bras, and the boys were just throwing them
going after them.
overboard. There was some of that, yeah. It was well, we either get a firework or something else. Yeah, I think out of the probably hundreds of pounds worth of fireworks and BB guns that we'd purchased in the on our school trip, the entire school probably got about 3 fireworks back into the country.
That's a pretty push.
It was, yes, but it was well justified because obviously the teachers had tipped off the customs in advance because they didn't want any trouble. So they were waiting for us. They came onto the bus. They could see that we'd dumped everything and just let us all go home. But it was back in the days where you could. No one really minded the amount of cigarettes we brought in. It was all, it was all the fireworks. They probably kept the town in cheap cigarettes for about 2 months.
So was that the excuse for school trips? So the staff could get stocked up?
I think it was, yeah, because where we are, there's where I went to school, there's a ferry that went to Dieppe. It was about 4 hours, pretty boring, but there was a school trip every year, and all the teachers clamoured to get on it, and yeah, it was. They'd all disappear off for an hour, and the coach would come back absolutely packed full of cheap wine and cigarettes.
How does that go down?
Right turn to 260 over Dieppe. Absolutely boring town though, not really much in Dieppe.
Right turn, sir?
Absolutely nothing for a load of 15-year-olds anyway. Yeah, right turn, heading to 260 degrees.
Thank you.
I've got 3 minutes to our next stop, which is Saint-Valery-Vitefleur, maybe, something like that. Established in the 30s, used by the Germans during occupation with the 109s and Ju-88, which must have been quite a journey, and then Allies after liberation support operations, so it was mainly Skytrain C-47s from there.
Is that Gary Glitter on our pilots list?
Yes. What's Ryan Sozzle?
That's finding our jet that's drunk.
Oh, it's the Charles Lindenberg thing.
What?
The Spirit of St. Louis. Sozzle. Spirit of St. Louis.
Oh, Doug!
Okay.
Look, aren't you a clever devil?
No, he's got Google.
Google,
well, we've all got Google, but he's a clever devil.
Yeah, cheeky man.
He's a cheeky man.
How are we all doing? We keeping up all right?
Oh, yeah. Right behind you.
Of course.
Wow, the scenery
No
looks
more
great.
pins or balls or stuff.
It's not bad. France is very well covered in flight gear. I think it's all the ISM data, and the way it's all been done is actually some of the best, along with the way the orthos sit. I think the person who did it originally, it was where it was all developed originally, so I think it's all been done properly. France is probably one of the countries that flight gear represents best, and probably isn't shown off very much.
Well, OSM data is a direct import from the OSM database, so the French must register all the stuff there to avoid paying expensive database fees for all the tech councils.
That does sound quite French, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, monsieur, we are not paying this shit you are giving us.
Oui, oui. Airport.
There is indeed, isn't there?
Grass strip.
Looks quite muddy at the minute.
Roger that.
What's true?
Left turn to 231 to Le Havre.
Following you.
It was saying on the bump about the new version. There's sort of like demo of World Scenery 3. Has anybody tried that?
Yes, and depending, I'll have to give it a go, but the builds I've tried so far have had problems. I'd leave it a while if I were you.
Yeah, it's very unimpressive. And you can't use orthos with it.
Yeah, if you stick with the orthos and things like that for now, give it a while. Now that the whole, now that this release is out the way, hopefully things will, the impetus will change slightly. Stuart, as you've got Guide visiting at some point this week, I need you to ruin his life in the way that mine has been ruined.
What?
Well, if you could, because it's Saturday, so it's particularly in my mind, and I just, ever since I visited you last year, my Saturday has been entirely ruined, because I know I do my cleaning on a Saturday. I do a deep clean on Saturday, but I know I will never, ever, ever get my taps as clean as Margaret gets the taps in your toilet facilities. So please just send Guy to have a look at the taps.
But
No, look at them.
That building's
No,
will
never ever get his taps as clean as your bloody taps. Because I spend a good 20 minutes polishing my taps on a Saturday, and still they're nowhere near as clean as yours, and it drives me mad.
But the thing is, that building's all locked up and out of service at the minute.
Oh, well, he's safe then. He's safe. Whereas me, every Saturday morning, I'm there polishing me. I'm putting them on hot. I'm polishing them, and still I'm thinking that just wouldn't be good enough for Margaret.
Be your water, aren't you on hard water where you live?
Yeah, it's miserable.
Maybe if Stuart's on soft water, he don't get as much limescale build-up.
I don't get. I can't explain it. I cannot explain the level of shine.
Well, maybe you've cleaned off the chrome.
Could be.
And we'll still only get a 3-star for cleanliness or something.
No one who looks at those taps can say they've ever seen shinier taps. It's a work of art. It's something Kaylee and I still discuss.
Should have ever realized?
What's that?
Have you ever realized that?
It's just the standards we work to, you know. It's normal for us.
Scottish standard.
Alex, Gemma has just informed me that you have a very sad life, that's all you talk about.
She's thinking exactly the same as I am.
what's this cleaning you talk about?
Maybe you clean a single malt.
It's not all we talk about, but you know, when you're cleaning your taps on a Saturday.
Margaret says she's glad her taps made an impression on you.
They bleeding well did. It's perhaps it's of concern, but it's yeah, they're very clean taps and everything else.
Gemma would like to know if she should send Margaret down to clean your taps for you.
Gemma's offering to come clean the taps.
No, Gemma's offering to send her mummy down to clean your taps.
I don't think I could deal with the with the shame. No, it's very kind, but no.
What you gotta do is come down and clean its clock.
Please tell me I misheard.
Clean your clock. It means like beat you up, beat you senseless.
Oh, that's an expression I've never heard before.
Well, there you go. See, you learn something new every time we do flight gear.
That is true. That is definitely true.
None of it's
I got the
relevant.
Alex,
What's that?
Yes, sir.
Margaret has asked if Lottie is coming to see us this year.
Yes, she is.
I'm not really comfortable with that because she's a stalker.
I'm not sure you get a choice.
Ah.
Well, there's an airport if I ever seen one.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. Dead ahead, 4 miles. And we're going to make a lovely left turn over Le Havre, which is going to be quite, if you've got OSM turned on, it's going to be a chunky one.
The test on that is already populated in my screen.
I think, and we might have found these before, there's some submarine pens down there somewhere, but I'm not sure on the exact location.
What color ink do they use?
Are you talking about
Voodoo, hang on, no, we're not letting that slide. Voodoo, come on, we've known you from yes. That was, even for you, that was, no. Green, the answer's always green. You know, I've always used green in my pens, and someone pointed out a while ago that apparently one of the most traits in serial killers is they use green in their pens.
Oh my.
I know, it's quite concerning, but I can't stop it.
That's why I don't write very often, because then I can't be, I have my handwriting analysed.
We're making a left turn over the beautiful and rather well populated scenery of Le Havre.
Yeah, the problem with the submarine pens is they can't get rid of them because they're so well built they would blow the town up trying to get shut of them.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's the same with the ones that are in I can't remember, one of the German cities where they used to build them. I don't think they can do much with them. One of the ones that's got a couple of buried U-boats in it.
Yeah, I've seen that. 2 attack U-boats buried under the concrete.
That's it.
They sent a camera down, just had a look at it.
was a really good
They had quite a good look
1950s
at them
film
before they were.
where some divers found a U-boat and they brought it to the surface and used it to rob a cruise liner.
Richard Widmark was in that one, was he not?
It's probably a 1950s, black and white film.
Yeah, that was a good film.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, they found like a scuttled U-boat, but they managed to get it working again and used it to hide.
That's right. They used it as a pirate boat, didn't they?
Yeah.
Heist or some sort.
Not Widmark.
Kind of remember that. What was the name of it? Someone find it.
I can't remember the name of it. I just remember the film. It was reasonably good. They hijacked a cruise ship, pretending to be a US Navy submarine. But it was a German U-boat that painted.
I'm sure it was Sinatra.
Right, 10 seconds over Deauville. What was that film? Got to be was it along a similar line? I can't remember. The Russian sub, didn't it? No.
There was a more modern one, wasn't there, with some similar lines where it was mixed crew on board. They were going somewhere to do some kind of robbery, and they fell out.
That was it, yeah. Yes. Yeah, I remember that one. That was. I can't remember the name. There's some nice scenery that's out. It's like
That's about the people. Miserable French.
that's coming from a Scot.
Yep.
Well, I thought the Scottish people and the French loved each other because all the kings and queens used to go there to escape.
Listen, the kings and queens and the kids and the princes and the princesses from all royal families were all inbred and related back then. So,
in fact,
surely
Scottish royalty
united
spoke
by a
French,
general
Gaelic.
hate of the English.
Scottish were the kings of the English at one point. Yes.
Yeah, well, like Elizabeth and Mary fighting, changing religions and stuff. I think a lot of them
King James
escaped
of
to
Scotland
France.
is the King James of England.
Yeah, well, he came a bit later, didn't he?
And look at you now. Now you hire an Englishman to do the Edinburgh tourist board stuff.
The
He's
other,
still doing
weird,
that.
the other weird one,
I am. Yeah, I got more this weekend.
I recorded a spin-off PBS America, and it's the sort of like history of Afghanistan, and they're interviewing all the sort of kings and stuff, and they all spoke French there,
Yeah.
and it just how that country's changed since the 60s. It's unbelievable.
we may have to consider landing in car, as otherwise it's quite a while before the next airport.
You didn't plan this very well, did you?
There's a surprise.
Oh, that's mean.
Annoyingly, it's an area of France, or an area of the world where there are very few airports around here, funnily enough. I don't know why.
Too expensive.
Yeah, the French won't pay for it.
I think they've probably been redeveloped, haven't they?
The scenery sure is pretty.
Into all bocage round here.
A couple of
it's
little
all
things.
small fields.
Oh,
Have we all got sight of me?
I can see you.
So can I?
Yeah. Yeah, can everyone can see me? Right, okay. Alright, we're gonna go overhead the coast. Follow me.
Don't you?
Oh,
On
well,
this last words.
Off piste.
pissed off. Yeah, sorry.
No, off. There is absolutely bugger all airfields around there.
Wait till the tide goes out and land on the beach.
There's a small one on the map. I'm not sure if it's actually going to exist in flight game, but we can have a look.
Oh shit, where do you go? Vanished.
Go and enjoy the beaches at least. Flying straight towards the shoreline.
Yeah, you've zipped behind me, miles behind me now. Which way do you want me
What?
to go? The shore, left or right? Left or right at the beach?
No.
No.
He's going north, sir.
See, I'm going to go left. Left,
Right,
left.
okay. One
Wo
left.
ist das?
Is that my left or your left?
It's the sea. Just keep the sea on your right and the land on your left.
And I should have right.
Tally ho.
And that's not a joke, that happened quite a lot.
Oswald, you're in Germany, aren't you?
I am, yes.
Well, don't forget, you need to vote for your Eurovision entry this evening.
For fuck's sake.
I don't, sorry.
It's one
Not
of
my kind of music.
my favourite bands. You need to vote to get them in, then I can enjoy them.
Which one?
It's
No.
folk metal. It needs to get into the Eurovision. Feuerschwanz.
What is it? Feuchtwand?
One of my favourite bands, Feuerschwanz, and they are Germany's potential pronunciation is no doubt awful. Firetail, Feuerschwanz. Field off to our left, we'll ignore it for the moment.
Feuerschwanz. Firetail.
That's them, yes. Is that how off is my pronunciation? Help me.
Feuerschwanz.
Feuerschwanz. That's yeah.
very
Okay, good.
That was miles off then.
I like them. They do folk metal about stuff.
Okay then.
I know one of M's friends. I gave her a lift the other day and gave him a lift to the train station. And apparently my My selection of music, her friend was laughing so hard when they got out the car she could barely contain herself.
That's hilarious.
I know.
After landing, I'll listen into that.
Indeed you should. Okay, we're gonna fly for a couple of minutes over the beach, and then I think we'll do a 180 and circle back and see if we can find the small airfield down there.
Is this one of the London beaches? Or what beaches?
We're about to fly over Arras, which I believe was one of them. Yeah, we're over Normandy now. We're still quite far east. Yeah.
It's just I'm seeing random houses and things out in the water, and I'm just wondering if that's to interpret the remains of the Mulberry Harbours.
It probably is in some of these cases, yeah.
Should be in the
The
off.
mulberries.
Yeah, the Mulberries.
I think we're probably still just a little bit far west, but Arras, I think it was one of them, yeah. It was very far west. Certainly not the main. We were hoping to get all the way around this week, but we shall not. Give it another minute, and then we shall do a bit of a 180, and we're going to go and find this small landing ground that's marked on the map.
The cliffs are standing out. Is that Point Hock?
Yeah. They look better, don't they? Yeah.
Point Hock, is that with the guys went up the cliff face to blow the gun?
Connection lost. Connected. Channel switched.
Oops, somebody's joined us now. Is that Voodoo?
Voodoo.
TeamSpeak gave up for some reason. Don't know why. Had to go find it. Restart.
There's There's an airfield over to the bit to the right. Lima Foxtrot, Romeo Kilo, or X-ray.
Look, actually, I hadn't even considered looking on the. I hadn't even considered looking on the FlightNight map.
No, this is on my pointers come up from airfields. Romeo Kilo.
Alright. Let's keep going. I'm seeing it on the
Just
map.
due south
Yeah,
of
yeah.
us. Due south of us is Lima Foxtrot Romeo Kilo.
No, I'm looking on I'm looking on the map. We've got de Courseulles Sur Mer airfield, which I think I can see on the orthos ahead of us. We've got a little village of Benfontaine, and then maybe a little airfield ahead. We're going to try and find it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just seeing Benfontaine. Oh God, is that it?
Tiny, is it?
Near Farmers Field airfield.
I think it is. I can't really see. Is it before the road? It's before the road. I think it's that there. I think it's that.
Where? I don't see shit.
Well, where? Yeah, quite. Okay, so it's before this. Okay, keep following me.
Famous last words.
This is what happened to Amelia Earhart.
No, it's not. We don't know what happened to her. We're definitely going to know what's going to happen here. Right, we're going to have to slow down.
I just hit the ground.
I'm okay.
I have no idea. Ah, there it is. There are trees.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah, I
trying
don't
to get
think there's enough
distracted,
to find as an airfield, but I can find it on the map.
I'm done.
Ah,
Flight gear
never
crash.
mind.
Flight gear crash.
Oh, I found the bleeding thing.
Yay! Now I gotta find you.
Wait, yeah. Shit. Too slow to use the rudder. Okay, I'm gonna have to go in the other direction. Hang on.
That's why I can't see
I'm
you.
not
You're
here.
on the deck.
Oh, wires.
Watch out for the flamingos.
No, we're not sure. For some reason, that's got bleeding birds of all sorts.
I can see orbiting on the map, but I can't see in the airfield of the map.
Oh, it's on the open street map.
It's not on
It's
Google.
called Base USM de Courseulles Sur Mer. I can see what's supposed to be the runway.
I'm looking at Google Maps, well, the FlightNight map. There was no airfield.
I don't see anything.
I think it's a slightly green section of field and a brown section of field. I'm dead on it on the map.
Now I gotta find you.
It's a green
Seen,
strap.
it's just ahead of me, lads. I've just gone over it now. No, correct. That's a road.
No, keep going after. I'm just off to your right.
I see the remains of an airfield that's been ploughed over.
I have no idea.
There's definitely remains on the airfield. You can see concrete patches underneath the.
Oh, I found it. Okay, it's in French. Hang on, bear with me.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, the Typhoon Air Club welcomes you to a remarkable site which combines the sea, the countryside.
That's kind of appropriate.
Come and discover the landing beaches in Normandy.
I've
the
seen an
Grange,
aircraft on
or
the
even.
ground.
Well, yeah, exactly. The Typhoon Air Club. They seem to do gyrocopters. This is Courseulles Sur Mer. Yeah, apparently it exists. Ish.
Well, I've just seen an aircraft in the field.
Yeah, come and land next to me. It is. It's technically the runway orientation is 0924.
Yeah, I did say that I thought those buildings in the middle of the sea might have been the Mulberry Harbours. I was correct.
Yeah, there you are.
I do not see an
They
airfield.
paid off the map, I can't see you.
Well, let Alex land and find him, and then land.
I've landed. I'm down.
Alex, that
I
is the
flew
middle
over the
of that.
top of you. I didn't see you or an airfield. Oh my God.
That's a field, Alex.
That's an airfield.
That's a field. I'll screenshot it and send it to you.
This is what we used to do when they used to do gliding. You had to do your annual checks. You went in a motor glider, and the instructor just used to cut the throttle and say, right, pick a field.
What's the legality of that? I mean, like, could you just land in any field if you need to?
Yes.
Because I know it's the same, obviously, if you have an engine failure in a single engine piston or whatnot, but I didn't know
Well,
how it worked for glider.
well, the only rule is you don't land in a field full of horses because there might be race horses, and your insurance won't cover them if you kill one.
Ah,
And you don't land in a field with cows, because cows used to like licking gliders and trampling them to death.
Bloody window lickers.
They do. All the vintage
Oh,
gliders,
wait.
which were fabric covered, cows used to love licking the fabric, and they lean against it and just break stuff because of the weight.
Right, Alex. According to the actual map, you are not on the airstrip. You are in a field. The airstrip is due south of you slightly.
I see
No.
what it says, but yeah, I mean the ground is the right colour here in the orthos. I think the orthos might be displaced slightly.
Well, there you go. Screenshot it, but yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. That makes total sense. I think the orthos are slightly displaced. And the hangars are down as two buildings. I can taxi over towards the hangars.
There's hangars?
No, there's two buildings. For we're using the term hangar quite loosely. Now, I'm fully aware that we haven't been quite able to finish the planned flight for this evening, and for that I feel very guilty.
Oh.
So, therefore, may I ask for your forgiveness and that we may be
No.
allowed to finish it next week?
We can finish it next week, yeah. But no, yeah. You're not
Yeah?
gonna-
Is that, everyone alright with that if we try and come up with something for next week? Relatively similar?
Works for me.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Wheelies down. Oh, mother.
I'm down somewhere having crashed.
Nearby, boys.
Tell you what, these new Google sort of images are really quite interesting because I can zoom in and I can see people walking around the bunkers at Point de Hook.
Yeah, the new what they call it, Generation 4 coverage is I think it's down to like 50 centimetre or something.
Yeah, still almost there. Get down to 5 centimetres and you're talking. Rowan did that in 1990s.
Well, there's a Rodel, dude.
Yeah.
Bounce. Bounce.
Just off to your left there, actor.
Oh shit.
He's landed in the road.
Who bloody bit of epoxy building there?
The French, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I ain't going much further, boys.
He'll do.
Smoking. Screenshot this.
Who have we got? Pirate has indeed turned up in an F-15C. Who said it might be Rayonics? There's a coincidence.
Oh, Alex,
Yes, sir.
Gemma sent a photograph of a Porsche to her mummy today and says, why can't I get one like that? Do you want to know what it was?
Which was it a Carrera?
No.
4S.
It was a Taycan.
Targa. Oh no, an electric one.
Yeah. But it looks nice, she says.
Alright, she's coming round to it slowly. It's fine, she'll get there, don't worry.
She was at her work today and there was one in the car park below her and she photographed it, so she's seen it from above. So. And then we went driving. It was a white one in the car park at the hotel and we took her driving when I picked her up. And there was another one where she went to do a parking trial thing, bits test of the parking abilities. And there was a blue Taycan in the same colour as our little Reynolds.
That's sweet. Unfortunately, nobody buys a Taycan unless they are for a tax break.
It's time to show pictures of fuel cell engines.
Yeah, fuel cells the way forward, not electric.
Honda
I'll probably
got
see both for a while.
Of
fuel
course, we'll see
cell
both for a
engine.
while. You'll see in combustion engines, normal combustion engines with electric for a while. But electric is just a stopgap. It's not a viable, really viable technology at all.
I genuinely think synthetic fuel will be the future. That's what all the clever car manufacturers are investing in. There'll be synthetic fuel.
Wait till they run with engines
Using coal.
coal.
Well, I don't know what they'll use, but I think you'll be able to manufacture fuel. In a different way, and I think it'll be able to using an internal combustion engine that uses non-fossil fuels, and I think people will be happy with it.
Excuse me, I had to interrupt for words of wisdom from Gemma. You do not buy a car because it's good, you buy a car because it looks nice.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Duh.
I think, you know what? I'd probably agree with that. But if we give her about 5 years of driving around, and then we'll see what she thinks. Because at that point, you just want something with an engine that feels nice.
Is everybody here that's going to get here? I'm going to terminate the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, go with it.
I'm the plume of smoking to your left.
Say goodnight.
Good night.
Night.
Night all.
Good night, everybody.